Many people have heard the following sayings. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. If you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. What gets measured gets done. Successful project managers know how important it is to develop, refine, and follow plans to meet project goals. People are more likely to perform well if they know what they are supposed to do and when. Planning is often the most difficult and unappreciated process in project management. Often, people do not want to take the time to plan well, but theory and practice show that good planning is crucial to good execution. The main purpose of project planning is to guide project execution, so project plans must be realistic and useful. Using all of the tools to date help in the planning of your project. The scope document is an integral part of the planning process. One of the most important steps of project management is to develop a scope document. Project scope management involves defining and controlling what work is and is not included in a project. You will create a project scope document to establish a solid agreement between the project team and the customer by clarifying, identifying, and relating the work of the project to the business objectives. Good scope definition is crucial to project success because it helps improve the accuracy of time, cost, and resource estimates. It defines a baseline for performance measurement and project control, and it aids in communicating clear work responsibilities. The project charter, requirements documentation, and organizational process assets, such as the policies and procedures related to project management, past project files, and lesson learned reports from previous or similar projects, are all inputs for creating the initial scope statement. Contents of a scope statement vary, but it should include a project scope description, project user acceptance criteria, and detailed information on all project deliverables. The project team should update the scope statement as new information becomes available. A good, up-to-date scope statement helps prevent scope creep, which is a tendency for the project scope to continually increase. The project justification describes a problem to be resolved, an opportunity to be exploited, or a benefit to be obtained. You always derive the project justification from the strategic objectives of the parent organization. Project justification could come from many areas. Examples are market demand, business need, customer requests, technological advances, legal requirements. Project characteristics. Define possible solutions to your problem. Specifically, identify a solution that you selected for your project. The project product is a summary of the product description and includes work required to resolve the problem and achieve the benefits, work that falls outside the project scope, interactions with other projects. It is crucial that you identify work that might fall outside the project scope as well as how the project work might interact with other projects. Identifying the exclusions is important because it enables you to set expectations with your customer and project team. If you clearly identify exclusions at the beginning of a project, future projects are more easily identified. List the summary level subproducts of the project for which a full and satisfactory delivery would mark the completion of the project. These include the project deliverables and the high-level work breakdown structure, WBS we call it. Rather than breaking down the work of a project into a list of low-level deliverables and details, identify high-level deliverables so that the project reviewers can readily focus on the business problems that the project is trying to resolve. Identify project objectives that you can define as quantifiable criteria. Include cost, schedule, and quality measures. Project objectives should have an attribute, for example, cost, a yardstick, for example, US dollars, and an absolute or relative value, for example, less than 1.5 million. Project scope involves defining and controlling what work is or is not included in a project. A comprehensive scope document is a key document that binds you, your project team, the project sponsor, and the customer. It is an agreement that defines the work of the project and the customer's business objectives. A comprehensive scope statement can help you identify changes in scope after the project has started and help you plan for any modifications or adjustments that might be needed during the life cycle of the project.